Have you ever wondered why, despite all our efforts, we sometimes feel powerless in our own lives? It's a question that haunts many of us, and today we're diving deep into this mystery. Imagine, just for a moment, if you could pinpoint the exact habits that are holding you back. What if you could replace them with ones that empower and strengthen you? That's exactly what we're going to explore today, with some timeless wisdom from Stoic philosophy and a sprinkle of poetic insight. Stay with me as we uncover the 8 habits that might be making you weaker and how to turn them into your greatest strengths. Get ready for a journey of self-discovery and transformation. And before we dive in, if you find this kind of content valuable, don't forget to hit that like button, share with your friends, and subscribe to stay updated on our journey. And most importantly, watch the entire video without skipping, as each point we're about to discuss could be the key to unlocking your potential. Habit 1. Overcoming procrastination. Procrastination, the habit of delaying crucial tasks, significantly impedes our resolve and hampers progress. This habit squanders precious time that could be devoted to personal growth and meaningful pursuits. To address this, the Stoic principle of carpe diem, or seizing the day, is indispensable. Stoicism, taught by philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, urges us to focus on the present, extracting the utmost value from each moment. Procrastination usually arises from a fear of future outcomes or discomfort linked to certain tasks. To break free from procrastination, adopting a Stoic mindset is key. This involves concentrating on elements within our control and releasing those that aren't. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, famously advised focusing on our immediate actions and letting go of needless worries about possible results or difficulties. This shift from outcome to process liberates us from the clutches of procrastination. Begin with modest, attainable goals and steadily work towards them. Embrace the present discomfort and uncertainty, for these are the times that foster growth and resilience, preparing us for larger challenges. As Persian poet Rumi wisely said, "Don't be satisfied with stories, how things have gone with others. Unfold your own myth." This echoes the Stoic belief in the power of the present and individual action. Remember, time is a finite resource, and each day delayed is a day lost. Surround yourself with individuals who uplift and inspire you, as Epictetus suggested. Their influence can propel you to realize your full potential and optimally utilize the time at your disposal. Marcus Aurelius also remarked on the fleeting nature of time, emphasizing the importance of living each moment fully and purposefully. In summary, overcoming procrastination is not just about managing time. It's about embracing the Stoic ideals of living in the present, focusing on what's within our control, and growing through challenges, much like Hafez's words, "Fear is the cheapest room in the house." I would like to see you living in better conditions. Habit 2. Tackling negative self-talk. Negative self-talk, the practice of harshly criticizing oneself, significantly impacts our self-esteem, confidence, and overall mental well-being. This self-demeaning dialogue undermines our sense of self-worth and obstructs our path to realizing our fullest potential. Stoicism, with its focus on mastering our thoughts, offers a profound solution by encouraging us to replace negative thought patterns with ones that are rational and compassionate. Marcus Aurelius, an esteemed Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, emphasized the profound influence our thoughts have on our lives. He championed a positive and rational approach to internal dialogue, recognizing that our view of the world and ourselves is primarily shaped by our thoughts. Similarly, the Persian poet Rumi eloquently stated, "Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it." This aligns with the Stoic belief in introspection and challenging internal barriers. To combat negative self-talk, begin by observing your thoughts neutrally. Identify instances of self-criticism or doubt and scrutinize their accuracy. Are these thoughts truly reflective of reality, or are they manifestations of underlying fears and insecurities? Stoicism teaches the practice of self-compassion, prompting us to treat ourselves with the same kindness and understanding we would extend to a friend facing similar challenges. Instead of reproaching yourself for mistakes or perceived shortcomings, focus on the lessons they offer and the opportunities for improvement. This transition from negative self-talk to adopting Stoic principles of rationality and compassion reveals an inner strength and resilience. It empowers you to tackle life's challenges with increased confidence and poise, embodying Marcus Aurelius's insight that our lives are molded by our thoughts. In essence, countering negative self-talk is about fostering a compassionate and rational internal dialogue. This Stoic approach, much like Hafez's wisdom that advises moving beyond fear and self-doubt, leads to a more empowered and fulfilling existence. Habit 3. Overcoming the fear of challenges. The avoidance of challenges, a common habit, significantly hinders our personal growth and potential. Remaining within the confines of our comfort zones stops us from cultivating virtues such as patience, courage, and adaptability. Stoicism, an age-old philosophical tradition, advocates for embracing discomfort and adversity as avenues for self-improvement. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, asserted that personal development is achieved through facing challenges and pushing beyond our familiar boundaries. In contemporary society, the preference for convenience and immediate gratification, though offering temporary comfort, can impede long-term personal and intellectual growth. Evading challenges results in missed opportunities for self-exploration and development. Stoicism instructs us that genuine strength is born from confronting difficulties with resilience and patience. A continuous pursuit of comfort and evasion of hardship leads to stagnation in personal growth. Stoicism encourages stepping out of our comfort zones and undertaking tasks that test our limits. This not only expands our capabilities, but also fosters confidence and personal satisfaction. Additionally, avoiding challenges often breeds a fear of failure. Consistently opting for the safer route deprives us of valuable lessons learned through mistakes and the subsequent strengthening of character. Stoicism perceives failure as an inherent and instructive aspect of life. Importantly, embracing discomfort in Stoicism does not imply seeking unnecessary suffering. Rather, it's about accepting challenges with a composed and rational mindset, recognizing that experiencing discomfort is a part of life that facilitates growth. Actively seeking out challenges enables us to develop a sense of personal autonomy and rely more on our inner fortitude than on external circumstances. Stoic principles urge us to concentrate on what is within our control: our thoughts, actions, and reactions. This perspective diminishes our reliance on external elements for happiness and well-being. Implementing these principles prepares us to approach life with intention and patience, equipping us to better manage difficulties, failures, and unexpected events. To embrace a Stoic outlook, it is essential to be open-minded and ready to question and challenge our existing beliefs and habits. By acknowledging our inclination to avoid discomfort and adopting the Stoic stance towards challenges, we can foster a robust, adaptable mindset centered on personal development. Therefore, embrace discomfort and challenges and embark on a path of self-discovery and growth. Habit 4. Resisting excessive materialism. Addressing the fourth habit, excessive materialism, is crucial in today's consumer-driven world. Stoic philosophy, emphasizing ethical values and inner virtues over material possessions, offers a refreshing perspective against the backdrop of rampant consumerism. In the pursuit of material wealth, many fall into the trap of believing that it will bring lasting happiness and fulfillment. However, Stoicism teaches that external possessions are transient and often outside our control, making reliance on them for happiness a path to continual disappointment. This incessant pursuit of material items leads to a never-ending cycle of desire. The obsession with accumulating wealth and the latest gadgets inevitably results in a perpetual state of dissatisfaction, as there is always something more to desire or someone who possesses more. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of distinguishing between what we desire and what we truly need. Excessive materialism stems from an unquenchable thirst for more and the erroneous belief that material possession equates to lasting happiness. Stoicism invites us to reassess our desires, aligning them with our true values and well-being. To counter materialism, start by cultivating contentment with what you already have. Recognize that the chase after material goods often leads to an unsatisfying loop of desire and discontent. Instead, focus on developing virtues like wisdom, courage, and compassion, which are the real wellsprings of satisfaction. Stoic philosophy advises shifting our focus from material goods to cultivating inner virtues. Attributes such as wisdom, courage, equanimity, and justice are within our sphere of control and are the keys to enduring contentment. Valuing and nurturing these virtues lead to a deeper sense of purpose and fulfillment. Furthermore, excessive attachment to materialism can breed insecurity and anxiety, leading to worries about loss and unfavorable comparisons with others. This attachment sets off a cycle of fear and envy, disrupting our peace of mind. Stoicism promotes a healthy relationship with material possessions, viewing them as tools for improvement rather than sources of validation or happiness. Practicing gratitude, appreciating what we possess, and focusing on what truly matters are effective ways to cultivate contentment and reduce the grip of materialism. Embracing minimalism, simplifying our lives, and eliminating unnecessary distractions can also liberate us from materialism's hold. By adopting these Stoic practices, we can concentrate on developing virtues, fostering meaningful relationships, and making positive contributions to society. This paradigm shift leads to authentic satisfaction and a life steered by Stoic principles. Excessive attachment to material things detracts from our inner virtues and true contentment. Recognizing the fleeting nature of external possessions and practicing detachment enables us to escape the cycle of desire and find fulfillment in the cultivation of virtue and Stoic living. Habit 5. Overcoming the need for external validation. Habit 5. The quest for external validation can significantly diminish the impact of Stoic philosophy in our lives. Stoicism prioritizes the development of internal virtues over the pursuit of approval from others. An over-reliance on external validation undermines our self-reliance and can lead to an unhealthy dependence on the opinions of others. In the era of social media, the craving for external approval is rampant. Many measure their self-worth and happiness based on likes, comments, and the number of followers, which can result in a fragile self-esteem that is overly reliant on external validation. Stoicism, however, teaches us that genuine happiness and contentment are derived internally. Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius emphasized the cultivation of virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control. These qualities are independent of external validation and can be nurtured irrespective of our external environment. When we constantly seek validation from others, we give away our power, making ourselves vulnerable to fluctuating opinions and basing our self-esteem on external acceptance. Consider, for instance, the act of writing a blog post. If you derive satisfaction and value from your own work, that should be the primary reward. However, if you become fixated on seeking approval through online feedback, your sense of worth becomes contingent on others' responses, which can lead to disappointment and a devaluation of your own efforts. To overcome this habit, it's crucial to recognize that external approval is fleeting and often out of our control. Instead, focus on developing internal virtues and aligning your actions with Stoic principles. Practice self-awareness and self-acceptance, and when the urge to seek external validation arises, assess whether it aligns with your values and goals. Your worth should be rooted in your character and actions, not in the opinions of others. Building confidence in your own judgment is fundamental. Evaluate your actions based on Stoic virtues instead of external comparisons. Remember, true happiness and contentment stem from within, not from external sources. Cultivate a supportive community that values and encourages personal growth. Seek feedback from those genuinely interested in your well-being, but do not let their opinions define you. In summary, the relentless pursuit of external validation detracts from the practice of Stoic philosophy. By acknowledging the transient nature of external opinions and focusing on developing inner virtues, we can find happiness from within. Surrounding ourselves with a supportive community and cultivating self-awareness can enhance our practice of Stoicism, leading to a more ethical and satisfying life. Habit 6. Handling negative emotions. The sixth habit, coping with negative emotions, poses a significant challenge to practicing Stoic philosophy. Stoicism places great emphasis on the supremacy of reason over emotion. However, when engulfed by negative emotions such as anger, envy, or fear, we risk losing our composure and deviating from virtuous behavior. Negative emotions have the potential to overpower reason and cloud judgment. Anger can prompt impulsive actions or words that we might later regret. Envy can cultivate resentment and bitterness, which are detrimental to relationships. Fear, on the other hand, can immobilize us, preventing the taking of necessary risks or confronting challenges. These emotions obstruct sound decision-making and hinder our development in virtues like patience, kindness, and self-control. In the realm of Stoicism, emotions are perceived as impressions based on our interpretations of the world. We possess control over these interpretations and, consequently, our emotional responses. Practicing mindfulness and self-awareness enables us to scrutinize and challenge the thoughts that give rise to negative emotions, aligning them with reason and ethical principles. Stoicism introduces the concept of apatheia, often misinterpreted as emotional detachment. This concept is not about suppressing emotions, but rather about cultivating resilience and maintaining tranquility amidst challenging situations. While Stoics acknowledge negative emotions as natural, they advocate for responses grounded in reason, wisdom, and self-control. To effectively handle negative emotions and reinforce our Stoic practice, consider the following strategies. 1. Cultivate mindfulness. Being mindful helps in recognizing emotions as they surface, allowing for a pause to choose a rational response over impulsive reactions. 2. Question your evaluations. When negative emotions emerge, examine the underlying assumptions. Are they factual or skewed by biases or irrational beliefs? Reassessing these thoughts can alter your perspective and mitigate the intensity of negative emotions. 3. Practice self-reflection. Regular introspection on your thoughts, actions, and their outcomes is vital. Identify triggers for negative emotions and explore alternative responses. This process aids in pinpointing areas for growth and developing strategies for emotional regulation. 4. Seek virtue over revenge. In moments of anger or bitterness, prioritize virtuous actions over thoughts of revenge or hostility. Reflect on the long-term ramifications of actions driven by negative emotions and strive for kindness, empathy, and forgiveness. 5. Embrace serenity. Accepting the things we cannot control and focusing on what we can influence is key. Developing a serene mindset, recognizing the external nature of certain events and actions, assists in finding inner peace and reducing the impact of negative emotions. Applying these strategies consistently can diminish the inclination towards negative emotions and bolster our adherence to Stoic philosophy. It's important to remember that this process demands time and dedication. Every setback presents an opportunity for growth and learning. Committing to Stoic principles of self-awareness and perseverance guides us toward a more virtuous and fulfilling life. In conclusion, allowing negative emotions to govern our actions is counterproductive to Stoic philosophy. By fostering mindfulness, critically assessing our evaluations, engaging in self-reflection, pursuing virtue, and seeking serenity, we can lessen the sway of negative emotions. This alignment with Stoicism's ideals of rationality, resilience, and inner tranquility paves the way for a more virtuous and satisfying existence. Habit 7. Letting go of past mistakes. The 7th habit, fixating on past mistakes, significantly hinders our adherence to Stoic philosophy. Stoicism teaches us to concentrate on the present, to acknowledge and learn from past events, rather than being perpetually ensnared in regret, guilt, and self-blame. Such preoccupation with past errors not only disrupts our inner peace and happiness, but also obstructs our ability to make constructive changes. Constantly ruminating on past missteps intensifies negative emotions and fosters a feeling of stagnation. This habit impedes our tranquility and prevents us from embracing positive transformations. A foundational tenet of Stoicism, as espoused by Epictetus, is the realization that we cannot alter the past. He insightfully observed that our fears and distress stem not from external events, but from our perceptions and attitudes towards them. This underscores the significant role our mindset plays in shaping our life experiences. Dwelling on past errors traps us in a vortex of negative thoughts and emotions, causing unnecessary suffering. Stoicism promotes the acceptance and ownership of our past actions, directing our focus towards self-improvement and bettering our current circumstances. To escape the cycle of dwelling on past mistakes, it's essential to practice self-compassion and forgiveness. Recognizing that errors are integral to growth and learning, and reinterpreting them as valuable lessons rather than failures, can lead to a transformative shift in perspective. Every mistake presents an opportunity for personal development and self-enhancement. Mindfulness serves as a potent tool in this context. It entails being present in the moment without judgment, liberating us from the shackles of regret and enabling full immersion in our current experiences. Additionally, cultivating a habit of gratitude shifts our focus from past mistakes to the positive aspects of life, nurturing a sense of contentment. Overcoming the propensity to dwell on past mistakes demands a deliberate effort and commitment to Stoic principles. It's important to remember that we have the autonomy to choose our response to our past. Lingering on mistakes hampers our potential for a fulfilling and virtuous life. By releasing the grip of the past, embracing self-compassion, practicing mindfulness, and fostering gratitude, we can diminish the impact of this habit and adopt a more stoic outlook. Free yourself from the burdens of past regrets and align with Stoic teachings for a more meaningful and virtuous existence. Concentrate on the present moment and the pursuit of virtue, learning from past errors and evolving as an individual. Habit 8. Valuing the well-being of others. The eighth habit, neglecting the well-being of others, stands in stark contrast to the Stoic philosophy's emphasis on cosmopolitanism. This concept underlines that we are all part of a greater human community and should therefore be mindful and caring towards the well-being of everyone. Overlooking the needs and sufferings of others diminishes our empathy and moral virtue, thereby impeding the cultivation of ethical qualities. Stoicism encourages us to live harmoniously with nature and develop virtues like wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation. Benevolence or goodwill towards others is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. Indifference to the welfare of others is a breach of this principle, resulting in a disconnection from our fellow human beings. This indifference can manifest in various ways, such as being insensitive to the plight of the less fortunate or failing to provide support and assistance where needed. By ignoring the welfare of others, we forfeit chances to practice empathy and compassion, which are critical for the development of a moral character. Stoicism advocates for treating every individual with respect, consideration, and empathy, acknowledging our interconnectedness. This approach fosters empathy and steers us towards actions that enhance the well-being of others. Furthermore, neglecting the welfare of others means missing out on the intrinsic benefits of kindness and benevolence. Research has demonstrated that acts of kindness are mutually beneficial, enhancing the well-being of both the giver and the receiver. Actively pursuing the well-being of others brings a sense of satisfaction, purpose, and connection. Moreover, disregarding the welfare of others promotes a self-centered mindset, which is detrimental to personal growth. Stoicism asserts that true happiness and contentment arise from living virtuously in alignment with reason and ethics. Ignoring the welfare of others steers us towards selfishness and self-interest, deviating from these essential principles. To counter this habit and fortify our Stoic practice, we must cultivate empathy and goodwill. This involves understanding the perspectives of others, engaging in acts of kindness, and embracing a spirit of benevolence. Such actions not only reinforce our commitment to Stoic values, but also contribute to a more compassionate and harmonious world. We become catalysts for positive change, enhancing the well-being of others and nurturing a sense of community. In conclusion, overlooking the welfare of others undermines our adherence to Stoic philosophy. By fostering empathy and goodwill, actively engaging with and understanding others, and practicing kindness, we can strengthen our Stoic principles. This leads to the creation of a more compassionate world and a life characterized by virtue and fulfillment. As we journey through the exploration of these habits, we uncover the profound wisdom of Stoicism, a philosophy not just of thought, but of action. It teaches us to embrace our full potential, to live with purpose and integrity, and to find strength and tranquility within ourselves. Remember, the path to a fulfilling life isn't found in external validation or material possessions, but in mastering our thoughts, actions, and reactions. It lies in our ability to rise above the challenges, to learn from our past, and to deeply value the well-being of others as much as our own. As we part ways today, I invite you to continue this transformative journey. On the screen, you'll find 2 playlists, Stoic Life Lessons and Stoic Habits. These collections are more than just videos. They are gateways to a deeper understanding and practice of Stoicism in your daily life. Whether you're seeking guidance on overcoming life's hurdles or looking to cultivate a mindset of resilience and virtue, these playlists are your companions on this journey of self-discovery and personal growth. So, take that next step. Dive into these resources and let the timeless wisdom of Stoicism guide you towards a life of greater meaning, balance, and fulfillment. Remember, your journey towards a Stoic life is just a click away. Watch now and let's walk this path together. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to continuing our journey in Stoicism together.